Okay, so millions of people across the country, mainly on the East Coast, just sat down and turned the channel to ESPN to watch either the US Open, college football, the season just started, and they were greeted with a message saying that ESPN has been shut down. It's been removed because these people use Spectrum cable, and Spectrum and Disney are in a dispute right now. Disney is desperate for money. It is running a shakedown everywhere, including cable providers. So they just shut down all of their channels. They have dozens of channels. They just pull all of them off of Spectrum TV services. And we're going to read about this because it's pretty entertaining. It's funny as hell to watch Disney go down this road, because just a few years ago, back in 2018, 2019, people were talking about how Disney was going to be the biggest, most unstoppable company in the world. They launched Disney Plus. People saying, look out Amazon, look out Netflix. Disney's coming to take your lunch. They about to shut y'all down. They already killed Fox, and now they about to take y'all down. And now look at them. These guys are increasing prices everywhere. Have y'all looked at the prices of Hulu and Disney Plus? They're going up again. They just raised the prices. Now they're about to increase them again. Then you look at the parks. Some of you guys may be familiar with Genie Plus. Genie Plus allows you to skip the lines allegedly, because even though so many people have it, it's not really skipping. But it went from $20 per person per day to $25 to $30. Now it's $200 per person. So if you come down there, a family of four, go down there, it will cost you $800 a day to skip the line. Are they serious? This is how desperate they are, because they've lost so much money recently. In fact, over the last quarter, they lost over $500 million, because if you look at the box office, they're putting out bomb after bomb after bomb. Elemental, The Little Mermaid, Indiana Jones, some of their Marvel movies. Then you go to Disney Plus, all that trash they have on there. They're losing subscribers. They're not selling enough movie tickets. They're paying way too much to produce these movies. Their ticket prices are way too high. Customers don't want to go there. Customers are being turned away from Disney, not only because the writing of the movies and shows is absolutely trash, but because they're pushing a certain type of agenda on people. And a lot of families don't want that pushed on their children. So here they are now. They went directly to the cable provider. They said, look, man, we squeezed all we can, even though we're trying to still squeeze. We squeezed all we can out of the consumers. So now we need to squeeze y'all. We need more money. So let's read about what's going on. Spectrum cable customers had a rude awakening Thursday night when, instead of tuning into a marquee matchup between the Florida Gators and number 14 Utah Utes on ESPN, they were greeted with a screen alerting them that the channel had been removed. The blackout was not limited to the game, but to all Disney-owned channels, as the company pulled channels from the carrier as a part of ongoing negotiations over carriage fees for the Mouse House suite of networks. So basically what's going on is, for a cable provider like Spectrum, they have all of these channels. You order basic cable or whatever, you have all these channels. So the cable company has to pay the channel a certain amount per month per customer. Disney has all these channels that they own, and Spectrum has to pay them every month. And the big one is ESPN, and it's very high. So it's about $9 per month per customer that Spectrum has. And Disney is going to Spectrum saying, look, y'all giving us this $9 a month per person for ESPN. We need to increase that. They didn't say how much, but they're trying to jack it up. And Spectrum is resistant, saying, no, we're giving you guys enough money. So, but let's continue to see what else is going on. Charter Communications, the parent company of Spectrum Cable and Disney, are currently in negotiations over access fees. According to a presentation provided to Charter investors prior to a Friday conference call, Disney is seeking a long-term deal that will add channels into packages where they are not currently. The presentation described the offering as too expensive and that it doesn't meet customers' needs. Disney's coming there and saying, okay, you guys have specific cable packages that y'all provide to your customers, but look, we got Cartoon Network, we got AMC, we got FX, we got BET, CNN. So if the customer wants ESPN because they want to watch live sports, they want to watch Monday Night Football, NBA, if they want to watch all that, well, they need to pay for CNN and BET too. And Spectrum is saying that doesn't even make sense. You're trying to create packages for our customers that they're not going to want. And we're going to charge a certain amount for these packages, and the customers are going to balk at that and maybe go somewhere else. And Disney is saying, we don't give a damn. We need to sell more of our channels, and we need to increase the fees. We need some money. So Disney is basically trying to run a shakedown on this company, saying, if you want ESPN, you need to create packages of all the unwanted channels. We had to draw a line in the sand on the customer's behalf, Charter CEO Chris Winfrey said on the conference call. The video ecosystem is broken. This comes as Disney's streaming service continues to lose the company money, with Disney Plus operating at a reported $512 million in the red in the company's most recent closed fiscal quarter. Okay, so it was only Disney Plus that lost $500 million. So that's not even including what they've lost at the box office. Because if you look at all these recent woke Disney movies that they put out, all these box office bombs that they put out, they've lost hundreds of millions of dollars in Hollywood alone. Not to even mention all the money they're losing in the theme park as people are turning away and going elsewhere, finding entertainment elsewhere. And here we got Timothy Burke tweeting about what he saw when he tuned into ESPN. So let's take a look at that, closer look at that. The Walt Disney Company, the owner of this channel, has removed their programming from Spectrum, which creates hardship for our customers. We apologize for the inconvenience and are continuing to negotiate in good faith in order to reach a fair agreement. They're going in. Spectrum is going all in on Disney because they know that they're in more of a position of power, even though Spectrum is in a lot of trouble too because people are cutting the cord, and cable TV providers, they're losing millions and millions of customers every year. But in this particular case, it seems like they're in a position of power. So they're saying, look, this is all Disney fault. I know that you guys tuned in. Y'all all geared up and expecting to watch some college football. You probably had a watch party, had your chicken wings, had your chips out, and you turned to ESPN. This is what you saw. Well, it's not our fault. Blame Disney. In fact, y'all need to write Disney an email and tell them how trash they are. Yeah, Spectrum ain't playing. So let's continue. Spectrum released the following statement. The Walt Disney Company has removed their programming from Spectrum, which creates hardship for our customers. We offer Disney a fair deal, yet they are demanding an excessive increase. I just want to know how much it is. Why are they keeping that number secret? Because it seems like Disney is absolutely desperate. Disney is going in on password sharing. They're going to seek out everybody. If you guys have Disney Plus and you're sharing password, well, get ready to get shut down because they're coming for you. Because Netflix actually did something similar. They started a year ago. They said they were going to do some password sharing crackdown, but they didn't do it in the United States because of pushback, but they did it globally. And it actually worked out for them. They got an increase in nearly 6 million subscribers. So Disney is saying, damn, okay, that's a lot of money that we can use. At first, they didn't give a damn. In fact, when Disney Plus first came out, their price was half of what it is now. It was only $7 a month for the basic package, and now it's $14 a month. So they were so confident in themselves that they were willing to undercut the price of Netflix and Amazon Prime, HBO, all their competitors. So they said, look, y'all can just come in for a low price because they were so confident that people would stay with them forever and keep paying. But now they're in this position where they need to crack down on passwords. They didn't even give a damn at first because they just wanted more exposure. They wanted more eyes on Disney Plus. But now they're so desperate that they're trying to crack down on these passwords and they're trying to shake down the cable companies. They also want to limit our ability to provide greater customer choice and programming packages, forcing you to take and pay for channels you don't want. Yeah, if you want to watch Monday Night Football, well, I need you to pay for Jake Tapper on CNN too. That doesn't make sense. This is one of the reasons why people start cutting the cord in the first place. And these cable companies are trying to be more flexible. They're trying to adapt more to the current market. And they know that a person might only watch 5 channels, like throughout a given week. You'll watch 5 channels for all your shows, but they were making these packages of 150 channels, 200 channels, and they would charge you $150, $200. You're like, I don't want all of this. I just want my 5 channels. And if you guys can't be that flexible, I'm just going to cut the cord and go to Netflix. And that's when this whole cord cutting thing started. And Spectrum is aware of this, but Disney isn't. Disney is still trying to force customers to take all these packages because they can charge more. And they're not understanding that it's just going to push the customers away. Spectrum is on your side and fighting to keep costs down while protecting and maximizing customer choice. Okay, now let's go down here. We apologize for the inconvenience. We understand how important it is to be able to access your programming content and have solutions for you. And now Disney swinging back. Let's see what Disney has to say. Disney also released a statement via the Hollywood Reporter. We've been in ongoing negotiations with Charter Communications for some time and have not yet agreed to a new market-based agreement. As a result, Spectrum TV subscribers no longer have access to our unrivaled portfolio of live sporting events and news coverage, plus kids, family, and general entertainment programming from the ABC-owned television stations, ESPN, blah, 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 blah. So Disney is going to blame Spectrum. They're trying to say, look, man, we tried to work with these fools and they wouldn't give us enough money. So we just decided to shut down ESPN. And they're talking about our unrivaled live sporting events. Yeah, people want ESPN, but then you lump this in talking about we got kids programming, family, general entertainment, ABC. Nobody cares, man. Kids aren't tuning in to cable TV to watch Disney like back in the day. Everything that the kids want to watch is on YouTube or Netflix or something, but mostly YouTube. Disney Entertainment has successful deals in place with pay TV providers of all types and sizes across the country. Okay, so basically what they're saying here is Spectrum are a bunch of assholes. Look, all these other cable people we're dealing with, Infinity, Comcast, and whoever else, they all work with us. Why can't y'all pay up? So we're going to have this ongoing back and forth. ESPN still shut down. Monday Night Football, college football shut down for all these Spectrum people anyway. And I think Disney might have another strategy here that they're not saying, and that's Hulu, because Disney owns Hulu and Hulu has ESPN. Hulu has these live sports. So these millions of people, I think it's about 15 million people in the Spectrum area, they said, look, you guys wanted to watch Monday Night Football, the U.S. Open, and whatever other sports, forget Spectrum. Come on over to Hulu. Let's let Spectrum go out of business, because this is how grimy Disney is. Disney plays pretty dirty. They don't give a damn about their partners. The people who've been with them the longest help grow their brand and everything. Disney is trying to isolate themselves and be the kings on top of the mountain and crush everyone else. For example, before Disney Plus came out, all the Disney stuff was on Netflix. You had a lot of it on YouTube. And when Disney Plus came out, they said, you know what, Netflix, we're pulling everything. All the Avengers, Iron Man, Cinderella, whatever we have on there, we taking it off abruptly, immediately. So they just took everything off, and Netflix suffered for that, actually. Netflix had to work to recover, but Disney took all of their own properties away from Netflix, away from YouTube, and funneled everybody to Disney Plus. It didn't even work out for them, because to this day, they're still losing millions of dollars every month on Disney Plus. But Disney basically tried to destroy these companies, and that's their mentality when they're dealing with a company like Spectrum, because they know people are cutting the cord, and sooner or later cable is going to be obsolete, even though it's surprisingly now about half the people are still watching cable TV, half the consumer base. But Disney knows that this is a dying industry, so they're just trying to work with Spectrum for now, but they're trying to eventually have it to where they don't need them at all. But they do need them now, and while they need them, they're trying to shake them down for some extra dollars. But yeah, hey, entertaining story. Pretty hilarious to see Disney in this position, raising prices everywhere, including on the cable providers. So let me know, did this affect you? Did you tune into ESPN and get this message? Let me know what you think about Disney being so desperate. Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Share the video. Thanks for watching.